Johnesha, can you believe we finally made it to this media platform? We have been planning this for 2 long years.
Girl, when I was listening back to our first Facebook Live, we were like, podcast, that's going to be way, way in the future because we don't know anything about that.
Exactly. How do you start a podcast?
I know
So
how to go to one and listen. That's it.
that's that's it. And now we're like expanding. We started with Facebook Live videos, just sharing
Yep.
our experiences, which we'll get into.
Yep.
And the dream just went on from there. And now we're here.
Yes. Yes. So thank you everybody for all your support. There were so many people that tuned in the beginning and they were the ones like, y'all need to do a YouTube page. Y'all should make a podcast. So thank you for everyone's support on this journey. But for those who don't know us, I'm Johnesha, the big sister.
And I'm Shelly, the younger sister, only 1 year younger, so don't get
Yeah,
it.
we're only stair steps.
Yes.
But we have a unique experience because we were living together when our babies were young, firstborn, pretty much.
Yeah,
So we live under the same roof for those first 6 months I was living with you.
I think so.
About 6 months. One of the first questions that people ask us is, where did this idea come from for this, what was once going Facebook Live, but is now a podcast and YouTube page? So when I first moved in with Shelly, I moved in September. So her baby was born in August. So her baby was only 1 month. And when I moved in, she was she had just gone back to work a little bit after that. And she would come home like, just, oh my goodness, I
How,
feel like,
how do people do this?
am I a good mom? What am I supposed to feel this way? When I go to work, I don't really care anymore. I don't even know if I want to be there. It was just so many questions that she had, questioning her um, motherhood. And she was like, I don't know what to do. So me being home and the problem solver I try to be sometimes, I was thinking through like, how can I help her? So I was like looking stuff up and I found some podcasts. And I'm like, all right, Shelly, on your way to work or on your way home, listen to these podcasts and maybe they'll be helpful for you. And when she came home, she was like, they're good. But they're not so relatable. She was like, most of these mothers are stay-at-home moms or they're work from home moms. So they like entrepreneurs on their own schedule and, have their children at home with them. She's like, I didn't really feel like I could relate to their experiences because it's not the same at all. And so in true Johnesha form, I'm like, you know what? We should just start one ourselves.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we did.
Yes. So we started our first. Do you remember the date of our first Facebook Live? I forgot to write it
No,
down.
I should have wrote it down because I was just listening to him again, cringing
Okay.
through 'em.
Okay, so we did our first Facebook Live. The babies were a few months. I'll say that because people were just encouraging us. Yes, y'all should do it. Y'all should do it. So we did our first Facebook Live, and we had again amazing feedback. People were it was very interactive and it was comfortable because we're like, these are our friends and family. This is so easy. But on the first two, because I rewatched the first two, multiple people, y'all should start a YouTube channel. Y'all should start a YouTube channel. Neither of us are technology savvy. I'm a little bit better than her, but we're not very tech savvy. So the idea of going beyond Facebook Live was like, one day
One day.
we'll think
Over
about
the
it.
rainbow.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So fast forward, both of our babies are 2 years old,
Ooh.
and this is 2021. So we've been through this pandemic, which has changed everyone's life in a major way. And one thing that it has done, it has caused people to really go for their dreams and do some of the things that they've been desiring to do. And Shelly did some research. I did some networking, and we were like, we can do this.
Yeah, we got time.
Got nothing but
We
time.
got time. Pandemic gave us some time.
So we make it happen.
Yeah. So I kind of want to go through and share the purpose. I mean, she kind of already hit those points, but I mean, going into pregnancy to birthing, you can read all the books you want to read, and that's awesome. I encourage it, but nothing can prepare you for what's to come. And that's not to say it's terrifying the whole time, but I believe we both felt at points unprepared for every aspect of it. We were both readers. My mom gave us books. And so we just wanted to make sure we could be there for the next woman, because like she said, I went back to work and it just felt wrong. Both felt wrong. I didn't want to be at home with my baby all day, but I didn't want to be at work. I was teaching at the time. I was like, I don't want to be here either. This is just weird. The only time I'm enjoying my day is on the ride by myself. And so when I couldn't find anybody that would give me anything more than just, oh, that's just how it is, like no outlets on anything, I figured, we both figured, let's be that for the next person.
Yes.
And so we wanted to make sure we provided a space for women that are going through any stage of pregnancy to childbirth to thinking about having children, that we could be that support, even if we're not in the same room with you. You can tune into our podcast or our YouTube and just feel like, oh, okay, I went through that too, or oh my goodness, I can't believe they went through that. And they're so transparent about it. And so we want to be that space for people. There's not a lot of Black women sharing their stories about their experiences in childbirth and through. And if they do share their experiences, you know, even now, I mean, after it's passed and gone, you're like, I forgot. I remember that, girl. So we kind of wanted to make sure we were doing it in the moment. So we just want to be that space for you all to tune in and share. And of course, feel free to share any suggestions, but to just feel like there's a place where I know um, I'm heard, I'm understood, and we just hope you tune in as often as possible. So our first episode
So thank you for being here for
is,
the introduction, and please subscribe and share.
yes, please do.